So today we are going to do a full face of products I forgot about. I'm excited to dive into these products that I kind of left behind. And also the theme is pink because this is my new merch, my spring merch. So this is a sweatshirt. This is a women medium sweatshirt. I wanted to get medium even though I'm a small size because I want it to be a little bit more comfortable, but I wanted to show you this is a logo and design that's kind of very unique and different. I've created it in Procreate, and I have my signature BU on the actual logo. I have a couple colors for women, and I have also two different ones for men. If you're interested, it would really help support my channel. If not, that's okay, but I wanted to show you because this looks really cool. So let me show you how it looks from far. So here it is from far, and it has pockets. And it also comes with a nice hoodie, and it's just so soft and lightweight. What I love about this sweatshirt is that it's very comfortable, very cozy, and it's not one of those hard materials that it's like hard to move in, or it strangles you on the neck, or it feels uncomfortable. This is a very soft and comfortable material. It feels like you can just go sleep in it. Anyway, so yeah, that's my merch. I hope you guys like it. And let's get into the products. Okay, so first of all, I have kind of ignoring my Merit oil. This is the Great Skin Instant Glow Serum Oil. I have been loving this, but I've been ignoring it because I wanted to use it only as a primer, not as a skincare. And I've been using my e.l.f. Halo Glow a lot. So this, you have to give it a really, really good shake. And I don't know what's wrong with the pump. It's kind of like cricket, and when you pump out, it's kind of squirts everywhere. So be very, very careful. Hydrate the face. You have to be careful because this is very oily and you don't want to stain your clothes. So maybe that's why I was kind of like not reaching for it. This was sent to me by Merit. I didn't purchase this, but it's a wonderful product. I love it. I love what it does to the face and the hands. The rest you can just massage it into the hands. It's a great product. It's the pump that I'm not a big fan. The container and the pump, it's kind of difficult to use. So I kind of ignore it because I don't want to get it all messy everywhere. It's a wonderful product, just not a big fan of the pump. Okay, so let's move on into a foundation that it was extremely expensive. It's the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Foundation. Bottle is just beautiful. I love it. And the shade that I have is light 3. So I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it's very liquidy. So a little bit maybe at a time. It's like almost like a pump and a half I put on my face, but I forgot how liquidy this is. So I'm gonna go in with, this is a new brush I got from Real Techniques, the 241 brush. It's very slanted, reminds me of the BK Beauty 109. And I wanna try it out. This is supposed to be for foundation or even your skincare. I wanna see how it acts. Definitely, I think I like the bristles of the BK Beauty a little bit more, but this does the job as well. Oh yeah, I forgot how wonderful this foundation is. With all of these foundations coming out lately, you kind of forget about the beautiful ones that you have in your collection already. Very skin-like. I actually love the finish. I forgot how nice and soft it is. This is like another half a pump. I want to see if I can build it up and then go in with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. This is new as well. I just ordered some Real Techniques brushes from Amazon, and the package came with a sponge as well. I love their sponges so much. I love Morphe and I love the Real Techniques sponges. That's all I use. I do have some from AOA. See a lot of people talk about those. I found them a little bit too hard. I like a little bit more softer. I forgot how much I love this foundation. For concealer, I have been ignoring my Huda Beauty concealer. This is the shade Meringue 2.1N. And this is the Faux Filter Concealer. My top actually kind of cracked in multiple places. I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? And we don't need to use that cap. So if you pull that cap that kind of broke and cracked, if you pull it off, you are seeing this. And let's see, you can just twist it. It's so messy. Again, the food applicator is like huge. So I'm just gonna put in the inner corner and just outer corners here. And that's about it, because I'm going to use my beautiful Nars for my eyelids. And oh, actually, let's put some on the chin, nose, and forehead. Oh yeah, you don't need to keep the lid on. So if your lid breaks, you can still use it. So I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. I think this is supposed to be a full coverage concealer, but it also provides nice hydration to the skin. So I like to bring my concealer lately, like only inner corner, outer corner, and then when I blend it, I bring it down the nose and just on the cheek. I don't like to put too much product underneath my eye area because I've noticed that everything likes to settle in my fine lines. I have a full review on this concealer, and this concealer is one of my favorite concealers for sure. It's really good. Let's continue with the face, and let's apply some bronzer. And I have been ignoring my LYS bronzer. It's the LYS No Limits in the shade Harmony. And this is a beautiful bronzer. A little bit goes a long way. Okay, so for this, I think I'm gonna use my BK Beauty 109 brush and try blend this in. Ooh, I think I put maybe too much, but it's okay. We're just gonna blend everything in together. I do have a review on this bronzer as well on my channel, and I actually forgot how intense this is. So maybe if you don't want to go with so much, a great way is to just go in with the brush right on the product instead of drawing out on your face like what I did. But it blends so nicely. It will come together. So now you can go with your sponge and diffuse the color. You see how nice it looks? I love this bronzer. It's really, really pretty. Let's move on to highlighter. And I've never used this product as a highlighter. I've always used it as an primer. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade 1 Fair. So this time, I just want to use it as a highlighter. With the same sponge, we're just gonna blend it in. Ooh, it's so nice and lightweight. I've never used this as a highlighter. So pretty. Since I had the e.l.f. Halo Glow, that's all I've been using all over my face. So I kind of ignored this product, but this product is beautiful. It's more expensive, but beautiful. Okay, so for blush, I have been ignoring my Merit blush. Again, Merit sent me this blush a while ago. This is in the shade Beverly Hills. And this is a blush that they came out with when they first launched. So I think I'm going to use a clean brush. And this is a Real Techniques 200 brush. And I'm going to go off of the product and apply it. So this is more of a no makeup look type of blush. So it's not very intense, but it's really beautiful. Again, the longevity on this is not as long lasting as the Glossier ones or the Rare Beauty one, but it still lasts beautifully and stays into the skin very nicely. Like even if it fades away in a nice way, not patchy. Beautiful. I love how the complexion looks. Yeah, let's prime the eye. So I'm going to use my Nars Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, and I have been loving this. I can actually see a difference when I use this eyeshadow primer, and I see a difference on how long my eyeshadow lasts and also how long it lasts without any type of creasing. Okay, so let's go in with powder. I have been ignoring my Makeup Forever powder. This is the Ultra HD setting powder in the shade 1 Vanille. Let's use it. Ooh, so powdery. And I'm gonna use a Real Techniques 402 brush, which is this smaller brush, and just gently apply this all over the face. Instead of going with a big brush, I think I like to try this technique better and have a little bit more control where I put the powder. This is so pretty. Look at that. It just took away the glowiness a little bit, but you can still see the healthiness of the skin coming through. So let's set the face right now before we move into eyeshadow. And I have been ignoring my Urban Decay all-nighter. I've been using only the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and I have been ignoring this one. So let's give it a try again. Oop. The pump is kind of like sprays in different ways, but that's, I think, because I've been having it for a while now. So I'm just going to go in with my sponge, and I think the complexion looks beautiful. So let's move on to eyes. So for eyes, I have chosen my Natasha Denona Pastel palette. I thought that this vibe goes really good with the theme today. And what I'm thinking of doing, I want to go in with the pink shades in here. So use this as my transition shade. So I'm going to use a BK Beauty 201 brush. They're all washed. And just add this above the crease for a nice pink washed color. It's very nice and subtle. Again, they're all pastel shades. So if you want something more intense, Natasha Denona formula, if you don't know, is just my favorite. I have a lot of Natasha Denona palettes along with Pat McGrath, and I like to stick with those because I know I like the formula and the color stories. And also Anastasia Beverly Hills. When I started my channel, I've been accumulating those a lot because those are really pretty as well. Okay, so it's going to be kind of an easy look. I think I'm going to go in with a BK Beauty 211. And I want to go into this darker shade here and use that in the crease and outer corner. It looks more purple in the pen, but it transfers a little bit more pink. So pretty. So I'm going to bring it now in the outer corner here as well. Yeah, I wish this was more intense, but I think you can build it up. That's really pretty. So if you do have hooded eyes and you go like this and you put it in the crease, then when you look straight, you won't see it. So make sure you look straight in the mirror and just keep your eye open and build it right above where you have that fold. And now that way when I look at you and in the front of a person, then you can actually see that shade. Otherwise you'll be stuck in that crease. So try to keep your eye open. That's kind of what I've learned with my eye shape. So if you love pastel shades, then you'll love this palette. It's really pretty. Okay, so let's move on with this shade. It's called Duet. And it's a shimmery shade, and I'm gonna use my finger and just add this in the middle towards the outer corner. It's such a beautiful shade. It has some purple blue reflex in it. They're so easy to work with. And if you are new to colors or you're afraid of colors and you want to try colors, I think that this palette is great to try. Now I'm gonna go in with Dainty, which is this shade. And use my finger. Oh, I wonder if this is... And try add it in the inner corner and connect it with the middle one. This has a little bit more chunkier glitter. Obviously not chunky, but chunkier than the other one. And a little silver specks in it than purplish blue like the other one. They're very buttery and soft. Now for the bottom lash line, I think I'm gonna stick with this purple, the Bora shade, which is the dark purple. Use a BK Beauty 207 and just intensify this lash line and connect it with the top. That is really pretty. I love how with this palette you can achieve a nice wearable colorful look. So now I'm going to go in with my BK Beauty 211 and just blend this eyeshadow. Just a little subtle pink in there. And for the inner corner, I think I'm going to use the shade Illusion, which looks like a white shade, but when you touch it, I don't know, it has a little bit of a pink shift to it. So I'm going to use my pinky and add this in the inner corner. You can see that it doesn't look white or silvery. It looks like a light pink. I'm going to use the same shade underneath my brows. So I'm going to go in my first fluffy brush and go into that light pink shade we first applied and kind of bring it up here because we kind of lost it into this darker one here. Okay, that looks pretty. So I think I'm going to go in with my concealer now and with a small brush and just go like this and clean the outer corner. I want this to be a little bit more sharper. So then make sure you clean your brush. You don't want to go in with more product, and just blend this concealer here. Go in with your sponge. That looks really pretty. Okay, so for mascara, I have not used my L'Oreal Voluminous Curved Brush Mascara, and this is in the shade Black. I'm gonna leave my waterline with no eyeliner, so we're just gonna go into this mascara. This is boring, so enjoy this intermission, and I will be right back and show you what I'm gonna use for lips. Okay, so what do you guys think? Let me zoom you guys in right before we move to lips. What do you guys think of the eyes? You see how nice and fun you can create a really nice, subtle, wearable, colorful look using this palette? Just love this palette. I've seen people love it or hate it, but I love it. It's just beautiful. Okay, so for lips, I have kind of been ignoring my Tower 28, and this is the lip jelly, the Shine On lip jelly in the shade Pistachio, and I thought that this shade is just perfect. I think that the Dior Lip Glow Oil in the shade Raspberry is also very beautiful, but let's try it. So no lipstick today. Just this jelly lip oil. This is so hydrating, and it has a tint of this nice, it's a beautiful shade. It's like a mauvey pink, very subtle and neutral. I love this shade. This is my favorite from Tower 28. I also have the shade Almond. I love this one with a nude eye look. It will look pretty. But this shade, it's just such a perfect shade. I'm just obsessed with this shade. Okay, so here is the final look. What do you guys think? I think that it matches with my new merch and with the eyes. I think that they turn out so pretty. I am loving all of these products, and I'm happy, so happy I've revisited this foundation. I forgot how much I love it. This is very lightweight, and it covers perfectly on the face. Not too much, not too little. And you can see how beautiful and healthy the skin looks with this foundation, and all of the products landed perfectly on the face on top of this foundation. So definitely revisit that foundation if you have it. Don't go ahead and buy any new ones, and just play. This is kind of a video to kind of remind you to play with the products you have and not always go and spend. So I hope that this was inspiring. If you loved it, don't forget to subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.